All right, Heroclix lot here once again. Finally, I got my little adapter from USB to USB-C, and so I can use the microphone I want to use now, but I don't really think the sound quality is all that important since all I'm doing is talking. I mean, maybe the sound of dice is a little clearer, which I always like. All right, so what is going on today? We're doing all of the reds. So let's see. We've done the hunter green colors. We've done the neon green colors. Do we do anything else? I don't think so. Let's see. I want to say we did the pink or purple, but who really knows? Let's do what we're doing today. So what that's going to include is, if we're talking about the speed power, that's red. We're talking about Flurry. And so as you see, we have out here, we've got Gladiator, Elektra, Fantomex. I had the Atom out there, but it just didn't make sense because I had somebody from the Justice League out here with all these Marvel characters, as if these characters would ever really run into each other. Gladiator, Elektra, and Fantomex, right? Something very specific would have to go down for these three to get together. But in this scenario, we're just going to say this is, how are we going to do this? This is Fantomex and Gladiator versus Elektra. All right, so it's Elektra's turn. And what she has on her dial, you know what, I'll get it close. I figured out if I cut out everything in the background, it focuses pretty well. So cover everything in the background. You see the speed, where you see the foot. I should get my stylus, it's way more helpful. But the 7 movement is red, so that means it's Flurry. And the attack is blades, claws, fangs. Now, maybe I shouldn't have used these together, but that's what's going on. So, first, Flurry. Flurry in the newest powers and abilities card, it reads close, make up to 2 close attacks. Which, hopefully that explains it. Basically, you get to make 2 close attacks, right? If I did not have blades, I would be attacking for 2 damage each time, you know, and with, come on, cover up the whole background. All right, 10 attack. Goodness gracious. I'll figure this out somehow. 10 attack, and you know, she's actually pushing. So now, okay, this is very specific. Okay, so Elektra would not take pushing damage until after her second attack, because the one single Flurry ability happens. It's just 2 attacks happen within that one action. Oh, jeez. Now I see why the rules are written how they are. Anyhow, let's just go. Flurry, Elektra, 10 on a 17. We're doing this real compact today. We're involving all of the powers almost at once. So, Fantomex has... Hey, come on now. Bam, right there. Fantomex has a 17 defense, which is super senses. Oh my goodness. And how is super senses written? Super senses says when this character would be hit, you may roll a d6. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you evade whatever the attack was. Now I'm hoping my rolls allow me to actually hit Fantomex. So let's go 10 on the 17 with Elektra. And this is for, Blades, Claws, Fangs. I didn't read that one. Oh, Blades, Claws, Fangs is a little longer. It is written as, when this character hits and would deal normal damage, that damage we were talking about was 2, during a close action, you may roll a d6. Cool. I love rolling d6s. If you do, deal damage equal to the result instead of normal damage. So whatever I roll on the d6 after attacking and hitting, I would deal the amount of damage on the die. Minimum result is the character's printed damage value minus 1. So Elektra had a 2 damage, minus 1 is 1. That's the lowest it can go, which is very, very much like the original Blades, where it's whatever you roll is what you hit. Well, let's see, 10 on a 17. Hopefully it doesn't roll out of camera. Yeah. So, hit. This is the first hit, as you see. We've got, bam, the 7. So, I'm going to take 1 and see how much that's going to hit for. Blades. It's going to hit for 2. It's going to be a lot of dice rolling. Let's say, here, let me get a different, a clearly different die. Okay, there. We're going to use that to roll Fantomex's super senses, because if I get a 5 or 6, I will evade Elektra's attack. That is a 2. So I do not evade anything, and we'll take 2 damage. 1, 2. Now, I mean, does he have Flurry now? Okay. Huh. Well, Fantomex has Flurry now. Interesting enough. And that's just the first attack. Now I'll take this and I'll go, all right, that's all done. We'll do it right again. And bam, got 7 again. 10 plus 7 is 17. Ooh. I'm gonna, okay, she is doing a close combat attack, so I will show this. I will show that Fantomex has a 16 defense, but he has combat reflexes, so he would technically get plus 2. Even though that's not what we're covering in this video, I might as well be true to the dial. He's got combat reflexes. He would add 2 to his defense. So technically I would miss with this, and let's keep that accurate. Put another action token on her, and that has resolved my action. So she took a pushing damage. Now, so we can get to the other red power damage power that is red is ranged combat expert. Power, choose 1, modify. Oh, and the person who has it is Gladiator. That's who I'm gonna work with next. Power, choose 1, modify the attack by plus 2. So let's see where he's at. Right there seems to be the best. Come on. Okay. So he's got 4 damage, 10 attack, 9 movement, 17 defense. Now I get to choose. Do I want to modify the attack by plus 2 and make it 12? Do I want to increase damage by plus 2 and make it 6? Or both, or have 11 attack with a 5 damage? And this has to be done on a single character. I'm not sure I was aware of that. That's the big piece, because, well, ranged combat expert. All right. What is this equivalent of? Yeah, this is the equivalent of just being able to hit people at a distance very well and very hard. So let's see. Gladiator. Yeah, what are we going to go with? I've found, you get a little overzealous with doing that +2 to damage, but you might be in a bind in a corner somewhere, and you really need that extra damage to hit, or the rest of the match isn't going to go your way. Let's see. He's got 16 defense. Fantomex says, oh, you know what? Fantomex is on my team. Elektra has an 18 defense with toughness, so she's going to reduce the damage by 1. And she's got an 18 defense. I don't know how I feel about rolling an 8 or higher. So let's go. We're going to go 1-on-1, make it tight, even though we've got one shot at this. Now, I know Elektra does not have a lot of clicks in there, right? And Gladiato's already at 4 damage. This is going to make it 5. Even if she reduces it, she'll still take 4 damage. I mean, let's see, 7 or better. I've been hitting 7s back to back. So, Gladiator, ranged combat expert, 1 to attack, 1 to damage on Elektra. But, and that's what you talk about for the rest of the night. When you go that route and you say, all right, I'm not gonna go to attack because I feel like I can get that 7, and then you miss it by the 1 that you didn't add. So there goes the 6, and I miss. You would take that, and you know what? Just because, and that's just a straight up miss. Since Fantomex has Flurry, why not just go for it? He's got Perplex also with 3 damage. Jeez, I haven't played with Fantomex in a while. Since this, around when this set came out. I forgot what set this was. Like X-Force, obviously. Yeah, run them with Domino and Cable, and you'd be good to go. Oh yeah, Domino had that killer probability control. But anywho, 10 on 18. We're gonna get two shots at it for 3 damage. Fantomex. Flurry on Elektra. Missed by 1. And not even gonna take too much time for that. Missed by 1 again. And that's that. That is everything that happened. We've gone through the speed or movement power, which was Flurry. You make 2 close attacks. We did that with Fantomex and Elektra. Let's see. We did the attack red power with Elektra, which was Blades, Claws, Fangs, where basically for a close attack, if you hit, you roll a single die, and a single d6, and the damage dealt is whatever you roll with that d6, and the lowest value of the damage is your printed damage minus 1. So that would be pretty useful. I'm sure is there a Thor? No, I think that was a Venom Thor from like the What If, like the 15th anniversary Heroclix set, which was What If, and yes, it had that good old Venom Thor, which I just never got good use out of. But yeah, he had a few mixed goodies in his knapsack. That's about it. We got through Flurry, we got through Blades, Claws, Fangs, Super Senses. Fantomex didn't get to use it, but it comes. Some people, the new set that's coming out next week, I guess. There's going to be a lot of people. Well, I don't want to say a lot of people, but there's a lot of shape change, plasticity, and stuff like that. A few characters, since there's a lot of Spider-Man type characters, Spider-Man universe. There's a lot of super senses if you roll between 4 and 6, which those are good chances. That's 50-50 chance to evade an attack altogether. Anyhow, that is all this was about. Yeah, Sir clicks a lot out. And if it's not a crit hit, I really don't want it.